Hello guys, another day, another deck profile. The Milkman TCG here, and this is the post deck profile of my 2022 U.S. Nationals that happened over the weekend. I ended up placing 9th overall. I bubbled out of top 8, which was really unfortunate, but we still got top 16. We got 9th place, so it's not too bad for our first showing. We decided to play purple Lilithmon Loop because it's, in my opinion, the best deck. It has the most, the highest ceiling, of any deck in the format. And yeah, we had a great tournament. Day 1, we went X1. We only lost one game to Wagubond. And then, what was it? Day 2, we ended up going X2, and that's what kind of hurt us. We lost 2 games to Gabubond out of the 6 rounds. So at the end of the day, the final results were 12-3, which put me in 9th place. Anyways, without any further ado, let's get into the deck profile. We're going to start off with the Digitama, which is going to be 4 of the Zunamon. That's it. Nothing to say about this. It's one of your main draw engines of the deck. We've been knowing that. The deck got very popular. We're playing, for the rookies, the best rookie in your deck, the 4 Gabumon, which complement the Zunamon, and they complement a lot of your discard effects, because you draw, discard, and a lot of your stuff goes off the discard. Then we're doing, we opted to go with 4 Gazimon. Do not regret the call. A lot of the games, you were able to just hatch an egg in raising, evolve a Gazimon in raising, and have it ready for next turn to finish them off. The bond matchup is very hard to win without a Gazi on board. Ice Wall hurts insecurity, and so does Hammer Spark, and Gazimon says no to both of them. And if they haven't found their tamer, Gazimon stalls for a long time, because they can't Hammer Spark and they can't Howling Boost on their Gazimon. So yeah, 4 isn't too bad. It's also a good way to discard it, keep it in trash for when you go into Zort, you have a target. We got 3 Labra. I'm happy with the 3 Labra. It's there if you need to draw, just draw power. Draw, discard power, very strong. And the last rookie of the deck is going to be Candlemon. 2 Candlemons. The 2 drop is really strong. It helps with tempo. Sometimes they play Davis, they put you to 4 or whatever. You can because of the Kakumon, you can always go rookie drop into a champion and still be at 0. It makes it so your rookies don't just sit there and die to Kakumon. Yeah, it's very, the 2 cost is very, very, very important. That's all the rookies. I believe it's 13 in total. 13 rookies. I always feel like if we can play more rookies, we would play more rookies, but that's as many as I could fit in. The rookie line to me feels perfectly fine. Obviously, going into next meta and going into banned fusion, some things might change, but until we get there, we shouldn't worry about it too much. The champions are gonna be 3 of the King Kakumon. A lot of people were doing 2 of the King Kakumon, but I think it's very important because it is a 4-drop for those hands where you do brick, and at the same time it also helps you discard even if you're not killing a rookie. It's like one of your main outs to Madogi Betamon or another Gazimon on the opponent's side. It's very strong. It also controls the board pretty hard against Gabumon and a bunch of the rookie rush decks. We have 3 of the King Kakumon. In my opinion, one of the best cards in your deck. Multiple times I would have at least 2 of these online on board. It makes your Labramon a 1-drop, and it makes a lot of things really cheap. The memory gain is very strong. And then to round off the champion line in the promote package, Kakumon promote. 4 of him is very important to see. You always want to have him in the discard pile. It's always a good tip to you to save one in hand for those games where They want to bounce back. Say you hit a Code Express and they bounce back everything that can attack after a resort turn. You can always just surprise them with a promote, either hard dropped, or you can evolve it on top of a rookie or on top of a champion that can't attack, and voila, the last attack comes through. But yeah, very good card. Obviously on play, you gain a memory and you draw if you attach both of the materials. Very strong. It's a game closer and a memory gainer. That's it for the champions. Now into the ultimates. Rebellion. Only 3 of the Rebellion. I cut down to 3. Very, very strong. I had one Jesmon matchup and single-handedly won me the game. Just Rebellion every turn he was going to go into Jesmon until I found my pieces. It won me so many games against Bond. Against Bond of Friendship, all you have to do is get into a Rebellion and pass turn with an ultimate on top of it, and they can no longer bond you for turn or for game. They can go into bond, sure, but they'll lose the bond on their first attack because you'll be at a mega. They can't bounce a mega, and your mega has a blocker and retaliate. Overall, a very strong card. The best card, one of the best cards in the deck, it's gonna be Lady Digimon. I think it's a mandatory 4 of. It is expensive to hard play for those turns where you, or those games where you brick, but everything else about Lady Digimon is amazing. The art is amazing. The DP at 8k is very important because it swings over Octomon. The inheritable popping rookie is very important. It stops your memory blockers, and obviously the draw 2, discard 2 just makes it broken. It pushes it over the top. My favorite card of the deck, or at least one of my favorite. There is one more card in the deck that I like better than any card, at least for during this Nationals. So only 7 champions. Now into the megas. We have the 1, 2, 3, and 4 Lilithmons. For a very long time I was only doing 3, but I was playing the Itmon that can get it back to your hand. I since cut the Itmon. I think it's too slow, and I'd rather just have an extra Lilithmon in hand for those times where they were like for example, Gabuban my Ice Wall, you put you to 1, and your Lilithmon stuck underneath his warp. You can't really swing and get it back, you know. So it's good to have an extra Lilithmon in hand. I think it's, the heart of the deck, extremely strong. And yeah, nothing more about it. You get 2 options when you evolve into it, and it just gains you memory. That's literally it. Just a memory abuser. In the last mega we're playing, Mastemon, very strong. The fact that in an Ice Wall meta where attacking costs you memory, being able to do a security check without attacking is very good. And also being able to bring out a promote, gaining the memory, drawing the card, or a Gazimon if you need a Gazimon, or whatever you might need from your trash. Very significant. That's it for the megas. And then baby daddy of the deck, Daddy's Warp. 3 of. Beautiful insecurity against the bond decks because they'll crash into it. Just a very good card with fusion. Nothing more to say about this card. It's an amazing card. Only 3, 4 I think is too many. And now we're gonna go into our Tamers. We're playing 2 Takumi Aiba. Now, the funny thing is about Takumi Aiba, a lot of people were saying Analog Youth just kind of overshadows it. Why aren't you playing Analog Youth? You should just cut it for Analog Youth. To be honest, you guys are right. Analog Youth is a very strong card. But at the same time, it's just not as good as Takumi in my opinion. You already get discard from your Little Debbie, you get discard from your King Kakumon, you get discard from your Gabumon, you get discard from Labra, you get discard from everything. So, you get mills from your Zord. You're going to get to 10 cards. So, the thing I like about Analog Youth is that it gets you search you. It's like a pseudo memory boost card. It gets you search you a piece you might need. That's about it. Takumi, on the other hand, it stops rookies from attacking for free. Those little chip damage people want to do. Bond the friendship players will drop Gabumon and draw a card and then want a chip. Well, that chip's going to cost you now, okay? Chip ain't free. At least not with Takumi Aiba's around. And at the same time, being able to draw 4 or 5 off one evolution when you go into Lady Digimon. 6. You know, it's very, very strong. You know, being able to go Lady Debbie, draw one for Evolution, draw one for Takumi, draw two for Lady Debbie, and draw one more for discarding Sunamon in one turn. You can't beat that. You just can't. So you're seeing a ton of cards because of Takumi. So yeah, it's one of my favorite Tamers. But like I said, you guys aren't wrong about Analog Youth. So we are playing two of the Analog Youth. Analog Youth helps you in one of your toughest matchups, which I think is red. You're not as scared of bringing out your bodies when you have an Analog Youth out, because if they do pop it, you can tap it, gain memory. It's a white tamer, and the searching ability is very, very good. So two and two. I don't think you need more than 4 white tamers. 5 is overkill. I saw a lot of the decks, two of the decks at top that were looped that got top 8. We're playing 5. I don't know how they got away with it, but yeah, I'm going with 4. That's what I've tested for a long time. That's it for the Tamers. We're playing 4 Jack Raid. It's another key piece of the deck. Gain a memory. Pretty simple. You gain a memory for 10 cards in trash. For every 10 cards in trash, you gain a memory. And it's a Hammer, Spark, and Security. It wins you games sometimes because of that. Let's try to make some space. And then we have 2 of the best cards in the deck. Mega Digimon Fusion. Rest in peace. We got 2 more weeks, I believe, with this, and then it's gone for good. And that's very unfortunate. Then we got 1 purple memory boost. This could either be a Manoa, the memory fixture white tamer, a purple map, but any card that can fix your memory is what I would, dedicate this slot to. It was very good in tournament. It helped me find cards that I needed, to secure games. And yeah, I don't have any complaints. And the best card of the whole Nationals, it won me countless of games against Gabubon. Just games that I shouldn't have been winning. Program Shutdown is a very, very good card. A bunch of turns or a bunch of games where Bond had to just either pass or just drop rookies and put mid to 3. And it feels very strong. 1 bomb player checked in security and lost because of it. It's just overall a beautiful card. It's a good way to just set up your board when they ice wall you. Go into your loop, do your thing, gain all your memory. You can still swing with, when you go into your loop, you got a lot of memory, but on their ice wall, you can't kill them. So you set up your board for next turn, drop Gazi, set up blockers, and then go shutdown. So now they get 3 memory to play with, and that's it. Maybe 4 they raise their Gabumon and gain a memory off map. But it's a game ender. You only play this when you're gonna go for, when you're gonna finish them off, and you need your board to stay where it's at, so they can't, they can't Cocotus Breath, they can't Ice Wall you, Red can't Gaia Force you, or Atomic Blaster you. It's just a card that says no to your opponent. And against your easiest matchup, I think Security Control, it's just a blowout. Yeah, that's the 50 card deck. Nothing else I can say about it. Changes. There's going to be a lot of changes because of the ban list and new meta going forward. Stay tuned for all that. Again, I got 9th. I'm very happy with my results. I will be doing like a product opening once I get all my pricing. My matchups, I pretty much played. I actually wrote them down. I don't know if they'll come up on the camera, but this was day 1. I pretty much played against day 1 I played against 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 Gabubons. Day 1, I beat them all. I played against 1 Chessmon. Day 1, I beat it. I played against Diaboromon. I beat it. I played against Security Control. I beat it. I played against Rookie Rush Yellow, Green. I beat it. I only lost to Agrubond. And then day 2, I played against 5 Gabubons, and I played 1 Lord Nightmon. Just couple last things. Shout out to Team Rose, and shout out to Richard Tapia. He also was at Nationals, and me and Richard, we just got to play. He helped me play test the Bond matchup almost every night for a month. Whenever I got home from work, he would We would hop on at midnight and we would just play till like 2 or 3 in the morning, and we got a lot of testing in. And you know, that's it. Nothing else to say. Obviously, I got my invite for next Nets. So next year, I mean, hopefully we do better. If not, hopefully we stay the same. And then a little shout out to Onboard Gaming. That's where I got my invite from that local store in my area. It's a pretty cool local store. So if you're in the SoCal area, go check them out. Anyways, that's it. The Milkman TCG will see you soon. We got more tournaments coming from Onboard locals, and have a nice day.